Alrighty, I'm going to continue this 32 and 32 series. This time I will be talking about the Philadelphia Flyers. And what a strange season it was last year. Despite finishing with a record of 38 wins, 33 losses, and 11 overtime losses for 87 points, they did miss out on the postseason for what is now the fourth straight year, 21, 22, 23, 24. So I'm sure they're looking to get back into the postseason mix. And it's crazy because throughout the season, especially towards the end of it, they were in the top three of that Metropolitan Division, but unfortunately the wheels kind of came up from under them, and they just saw their playoff hopes and aspirations go out the window by the time the 82nd game came winging around. So for the Philadelphia Flyers, again, a bit of a heartbreak. I'm sure they'll love to get back into the postseason. Last time they made it was in the 2020 playoff bubble, and before that it was 2018. So basically 6 years since they've had fans in their home arena for a playoff game. So as always, I'll just go through the contracts for the people that have expired. We'll see if they're on the list, and if they are, I'll say what their conditions are, and if they're not, then there's a good chance they could have re-signed or gone elsewhere. So starting with Igor Zamula, I'm just taking a gander on the list to see if I can find him. He is here, and he is an RFA, therefore he is restricted to where he can sign. Bobby Brink, I'll take a gander to see if he's here, and just like Zamula, Bobby Brink is an RFA, so I'm pretty sure he has to sign with Philadelphia. Mark Stahl's a UFA, 36, 37 years old. Whether he comes back or not is another question, but I'm sure he'll want to play at least one more year or possibly two, depending on the health. Now, Nick Seeler's contract did expire, but he has re-signed, I believe, on a 4-year deal worth $2.7 million, so he should be in Philadelphia for at least 4 more seasons pending a trade. Ryan Poehling's contract did expire last year, but he has re-signed on a 2-year deal worth $1.9 million, so he should be in Philadelphia for at least 2 more seasons. Now, Eric Johnson's interesting because he signed with Buffalo last year on a 1-year deal. Then he got traded to Philadelphia, and both teams ended up missing the postseason, so it really didn't matter where he played for. Someone like this, on the back 9 of their career, let's be realistic, he maybe has 2 or 3 seasons left before he has to hang up the skates, so I'm sure he'll want to do anything in his power to get another crack at a Stanley Cup. Adam Ginning, if I even say that name correctly. We'll see if his name is on this list, and it is not. So therefore, it is a very good chance that he has already re-signed or possibly been traded away. Now, Denis Gurianov, his contract did expire. Didn't have that best of a season last year, if I'm going to be realistic. So I'm sure teams, if they sign this guy, are going to be a little hesitant because they need to see consistency, and if you're not going to be giving it consistently day in and day out, then there's a very good chance you're not going to be employed with that team for too long. Owen Tippett, his contract did expire last year, but he signed an 8-year deal worth $6.2 million, so he should be in the city of brotherly love for at least 8 more years. And Travis Konechny's contract doesn't expire until next season, so that's going to be a video for another day. Now I'll take a look at the goaltending situation. Ivan Fetinov, if I'm not saying this incorrectly, I think he is the tallest goaltender ever. Like, the guy is just a giant. His contract, he only signed a 1-year deal. His contract did expire. There's a very good chance he probably did re-sign, but there's just nothing on the app that I'm looking for right now. And Samuel Urson, if I said that name correctly, his contract did expire, but he also re-signed 2 years at $1.45 million, so he should be in Philadelphia for at least 1 more year. And Carter Hart, I don't want to get into this, but his contract did expire, but because of the situation that he's in, who knows what his future is going to look like. Alrighty, that takes care of Philadelphia's recap as this 32 and 32 series continues. As always, if you're new to this channel and you like this type of content, feel free to hit the sub button. I'd be very grateful and very appreciative. Until next time, and as always, take care.